This is John Kohler with GrowingYourGreens.com. I'm going to have another gardening tip in a minute, or at least a few minutes anyways. So today what I'm doing is I'm transplanting my Ashitaba plants. You can see I got some Ashitaba plants planted behind me in the raised bed. But I'm transplanting these little babies that were starting a little flat, and they're seated very close together. So I'm actually separating these guys out carefully, one at a time, and putting them into little 4-inch pots where they will live for actually a little bit. Actually, these guys tend to grow fairly slow when they're younger, but once they get bigger, then they grow a little bit faster, but still not fast enough. Hopefully this year, because I have so many, I'll be able to actually consume a good amount of the Ashitaba. Last year was my first year I grew it in some containers, and it did fine in this climate, so I'm putting it out in the front yard garden. So the tip that I want to share with you guys today is it's all a numbers game, man. You know, if you think you're not a success at gardening, grow more. I mean, one of the things I remember back from when I was a kid, and I probably, should have learned this back then, I asked a guy who, had a really nice looking girl, and he was going out there. I'm like, hey, man, what's your secret to, getting the nice girl? He's like, you know what? I just ask a lot of girls, and I keep asking all the nice ones, and I get a lot of no's, but, there's that one girl that'll say yes to me, and then I get the hot girl, because I asked all the hottest girls, and I got the hot girl, and hopefully many of you guys ended up with a hot girl, and I think I have a problem actually asking hot girls. But nonetheless, with plants, you don't have to ask anybody. All you gotta do is start more seeds. It's all about the numbers. Plant more plants, start more seeds equals more success. Because you never know what a plant's gonna do. While I am a fairly good transplanter, I like to think, and I'm separating plants out, this is a traumatic experience for the plants, man, when I'm literally very carefully and gently, hopefully separating them out and tearing the roots apart a little bit. I'm trying to do minimal damage as I can, but that's fairly traumatic for the plant. And the more transplants I do, the more chance of success that I'll actually have a good amount of plants in the end to plant out in my garden. Then the ones that I plant out in my garden, maybe the snails or the slugs will get them, because the snails and slugs love the Ashitaba. So maybe I won't get to eat them. Maybe a couple plants will be infested with some bugs and I won't catch them soon enough, and then those plants are gone. Maybe the gophers, I don't have gophers here, but maybe the gophers will take a couple plants out, right? The more plants you plant, the greater level of success you're gonna be. So I always encourage you guys to plant more and actually plant different varieties, because once again, different weather conditions and different climate conditions, different watering conditions, some varieties of tomatoes, for example, might do better than others. If you live in Oregon, you don't want to plant tomatoes that need a lot of heat. You want to plant, tomatoes that do better in the cool weather. But plant a whole bunch of different ones so that you have a greater probability of success. So in dating hot women or in planting a garden, plant more seeds, plant more transplants, and have a greater level of success so that you and your family can eat out of your garden instead of out of the grocery store. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick episode. Once again, my name is John Kohler with GrowingYourGreens.com. I gotta get back to transplanting, and remember, keep on growing.